David, Matt.
And Alex. Well, it's been a big Jubilee year for tonight's guest. She's toured the world, meeting her loyal subjects.
Dazzled in diamonds.
And held court at the Jubilee concert.
I'm spinning around, move out of my way. I know you're feeling because you like it like this. I'm breaking it down, I'm not the same. I know you're feeling because you like it like this.
The impossible princess, it's Kylie!
It's so lovely to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And the last time we saw you, we were on our bus.
Oh, we were on the bus.
Backstage at the Jubilee concert.
Yeah.
We talked about it being 25 years in showbiz for you. But the concert must have gone really well because you were back in front of royalty. Again, last week, weren't
I
you?
was, and what's more than that, I think I made Prince Charles do the locomotion.
He didn't.
He actually did a little bit of a jig.
Was he any
Really?
good? Any rhythm
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
That's
I
good.
think so. They're very brief.
But it has, I mean, it's been some 25th year for you. I mean, we said at the top there that you've been all
It's
over
been a
the show.
huge year. We've done so many different things, celebrated all year.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
months left, I can't believe it. We've done something special every month.
Yeah, okay. Well, if like Kylie, you're celebrating 25 years of something, maybe a marriage, a job, or maybe your birthday, then share it with us and we will show as many as we can later on, of course, to
Yes,
Kylie.
anything at all.
Yeah.
Now, after a frantic final few days of campaigning, Barack Obama and Mitt Romney have just a few hours left to convince undecided voters to swing in their favour.
Yeah, and banging the drum alongside them the whole way are two very powerful women, Michelle and Anne.
So who better to look at the real role of the political spouse than Glenys Kinnock, who very nearly ended up in number 10.
In one of the closest will be in the pivotal role of the First Lady for the next 4 years.
Well, Justin Rowland is here to talk about this a little bit more. Now, obviously, Obama and Romney have gone down every single avenue to get as many votes as they can, but seriously, can their wives make that much of a difference?
Well, they clearly our electoral system. I think a lot of people would look at our electoral system and say, thank God, it's not like that.
Yeah,
so I think that's the key message.
But I mean, the TV debates, that obviously came from America. I think that was really positive.
Yeah, the TV debates are good, but they are quite narrow.
Yeah.
And elsewhere the debate is very limited.
Well, our very own Tuffers will be giving his unique twist on election night on tomorrow's show after spending the whole night at the American Embassy in his sleeping bag.
That's an image for you, isn't it? Yeah, and you can follow the BBC's coverage on radio and BBC One tonight, but to save you the trouble of a sleepless night, we have got an exclusive preview of the result. Now, this is quite
Is it
incredible.
100% accurate?
This is amazing. Sorry?
Is it 100% accurate, this?
I don't think we can say that for certain, but it certainly is reckoned to be quite a good bellwether of what's going to happen.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Here's important. Forget the pundits. This is Cheyenne, the bald-headed eagle.
Yeah.
And now look, who's she going to choose? We've got a Obama on the right, Mitt on the left, voting with her beak, not her claws. Let's see what she does. Look at that fly. What's on there?
Just as close.
Yeah. By a claw's width, Obama gets it.
Romney
We'll
nearly
see.
out.
Nearly hours of the morning. And thank you to your very first lady, your wife, for letting you on the sofa, because we know she's the one that wears the trousers.
It was the
We've
driving
heard.
last week, and now this. I don't know.
Right. Well, over the past 25 years, we just haven't been able to get Kylie's tunes out of our heads.
What happened to T? We do apologise for some of the images.
That was some good wiggling.
Yeah, hot pants on a man.
Oh, thank you, everyone. That was great.
They must have borrowed yours, Matt.
They must have been, yeah.
They must have, okay. So your brand new album, Abbey Road Sessions, is absolutely phenomenal. And I think the best way you can describe it nearly is Kylie classics for grown-ups. Is that right?
Yeah, you could say that, but I've been really thrilled with the response I've got from super uber social media fans who have loved it. But it's the pop, aside from the pop song, or the pop production is taken away and replaced with classical instrumentation or just with a piano or guitar. It's really lush and moving, and some of it's quite strong as well.
Yes, yeah. And you can play a great game with it, because as soon as you put the album on, you sort of think, right, which one's this? And then suddenly it comes
It's
in,
really
and
going
then
to
it's so orchestral. And then,
stuff the night, the pub quiz, name that song, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I was saying...
Just when you thought you had all my songs down.
Yeah, no, but how it changes the mood as well, and the way the lyrics suddenly have a whole different meaning.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun reinterpreting them, and Some songs like Never Too Late from 80, whatever it was, 87 or 88,
Yeah.
88. I probably never even paid that much attention to the lyrics, and it's the most gut-wrenching, like,
It's
really sad
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Not on your Kylie sad album.
Put your hand on your heart.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah. Actually,
realise when it was to the chorus.
I know, and there have been tears having
Anyway.
said that, yeah.
Let's hear just how different these tracks are.
Just a kid that you got in my head. Oh, your loving is all I think about. All of the words that have gone before. I should be so lucky in love. I should be so lucky. Lucky, lucky. I should be so lucky.
That is a classic example. Could you ever go back to singing it the other way? You know, with I Should Be
Well,
So
I
Lucky?
just came back from doing a show, like a 90-minute show in Abu Dhabi, and I was confused enough before with all these different versions and edits of
Yeah.
songs, and now I'm going, oh my god, which version of All the Lovers is it? So
Yeah.
if I'm, depending on whether it's something like Proms in the Park where we performed these versions, or the pop version, yeah, I have to have my thinking
But you do,
hat
of
on.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And amongst all the classics, there is a new track. Well, you have performed it before, but it's called Flower, where you actually bare your soul. And it's a song probably that will resonate with girls like
Yeah.
us of a certain age.
Yeah.
What's the story then behind the song?
Well, I wrote it in 2007, and it didn't make that album, which turned out to be a very electronic album. And I'd written the lyrics about whether or not I would be able to have a child. So it's like a love letter to child, a spirit.
It's a beautiful song.
And it just kind of didn't make it on the album. I performed it on tour because I just needed to get it out of my system.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been a real fan favourite. And
Yeah.
I'm so delighted that it ended up on this
It's so
album.
hard, isn't it? Because the subject, I bet everybody keeps asking you about.
Yeah. And I don't like talking about it, and then I released a song about it. But I was asked, or was written a while ago, just recently saying, oh, so you're feeling broody, and I mean, it's from 2007, so obviously it's on my mind, but it's something that it's a delicate balance between how much you want to share with the public and or not.
And are you going to go on tour then with this new style,
With
this
this,
new era of
yes.
Kylie?
I haven't got anything planned, but Proms in the Park was a great experience, and I know it can be done, and it's a really good balance for me to have the big pop spectaculars, and then have, I mean, this show is spectacular in a different way, but just stripped back and not flying on things like I normally
Exactly.
do.
You need little venues, don't you, with about 30 people.
Listen,
standing
if
there.
I could snap my fingers and make it happen, I would, because
Yeah.
it's a real pleasure to perform in that way.
Well,
All
it
your
is
fans
a
are
brilliant
crossing
listen.
their fingers for October. It's a brilliant album, isn't it?
It certainly is, yes. And the Abbey Road Sessions is out now. There you go.
Now, on Friday, our 6 fantastic young rickshaw riders will be starting their epic 411-mile journey, Kylie, from Llandudno all the way to London for children in need.
Yes, we will, of course, be there for full support, and we've got a 6 o'clock start on Friday morning, which I can't wait for. Get
Yes.
on with it.
Now,
Yes.
we've already met some of the inspirational youngsters who are taking part in the challenge, and today we meet James, who's had to put his whole life on hold to care for his very poorly mum, brother and sister.
My name's James, I'm 18. Since I was 4 or 5, I became
Just absolutely brilliant. To see him doing something like this is like, yes, James, you can do this, you deserve this. Go and have some fun.
He's a strong member of Team Rickshaw. Brilliant. Kylie, would you do us a massive favour and tell our viewers how they can text and support?
Okay. To show your support, text TEAM to 70705. Messages will cost £5 plus your standard network charge, and £5 will go to children in need. You must ask the bill payer's permission before you text, and for full terms and conditions, visit bbc.co.uk/padsy.
And you can also donate any amount you like by sending a cheque to the Rickshaw Challenge, BBC Children in Need, PO Box 1000, London, W12 7WJ. And please make the cheques payable to BBC Children in Need.
Yeah, to be honest, we don't mind how you send the money.
No,
How
we
you send
don't.
the money, so check, text, the whole lot, yeah.
So we're starting in Snowdonia National Park, going from Llandudno to
No,
Dolgellau.
yeah, that's pretty hilly.
It's very hilly, Kylie, you wouldn't believe it. Honestly, the terrain is literally like that.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
they going to do it, Matt?
Well,
Coach
do you know
Matt.
what? We're setting out with, we've got the direction in mind and we're just going to keep going. I mean, we have got a few little fallback plans as well. It's a team of 6. We did have 8 potentials that we narrowed it down from. So, potentially we have got 2 substitutes that we could bring on board as well.
We'll all be behind you.
We will.
That's good to hear, Kylie. It's good to hear. Yeah.
And if all fails, I mean, if the 8 of them decide it's too much,
Yeah.
what happens then?
We're just going to... Well, I might have to hop on. You might have to hop on.
I'll get
Yeah.
on that. No problem.
Kylie, you might have to hop on.
Yes, I cycle legs for maybe
Good.
5 minutes.
Yeah, good. Well, there we are. Okay, well, from Friday, the One Shot is going on the road so that you can follow Team Rickshaw live. And, of course, it would be brilliant if you could turn out and support us as we make our way to London.
Yes, on Monday our whole show will be live from Cardiff. So if you're nearby, please come down to Cardiff Castle to cheer the riders on as they arrive.
Yes, and then on Tuesday we'll be in Bath, Wednesday Salisbury, Reading on Thursday before making our way to London for the big Children in Need special from London on Friday night.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Oh, come on.
Pack your thermals though, it's going to be cold.
Yeah, okay, now, speaking of thermals actually, now some drafty old ruins may not be everybody's idea of a des res.
Nice one. For wondering for camera-shy creatures, they're the perfect family home. Here's Miranda.
Just say sorry to Alex and Moira Salmond, who are very much married, despite what Justin said earlier on.
But they are probably rowing
Sorry.
now after that. Anyway, we hope we make up soon. Now, we talked about you being 25 years in shows and celebrating that earlier, and you've got a lovely book out as well called
Yeah.
Kylie Fashion, which is a lovely coffee book table, isn't it? Coffee table book even, with all your sort of looks, isn't it, on that you've worn.
Yes,
in the
and
shows.
they're many and varied.
Yes.
Over 25 years.
Now, we really like this one actually. Now, can you explain the story behind this lovely photo?
That was shot for Australian Vogue, and my hair was just growing back after chemotherapy treatment, and so it was kind of, I was channeling Joan of Arc, trying to be strong in these photo sessions when I probably wasn't feeling that strong, but I think it's beautiful.
I think it is absolutely.
It must be
different.
quite
Don't
something
take
for you to
advantage
look
of it.
back at, though, personally.
Do you know what? Of all the things I've done this year, that's been the hardest thing, making that book, because
Really?
I say it's like when if you're moving house and you get to the part where your photo albums are and you get stuck because everything has a memory and it was hard.
Yeah, sure.
Organising 25 years of
Well, so
photographs.
many people have sent in their pictures of their last 25 years. I celebrated my 1 quarter in 08. A brilliant, brilliant birthday. There we are.
Yes. And Kylie, do you want to do yours?
Yes, this is Bob and Jeanette Crane celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. Congratulations.
Brilliant. Congratulations to them. And we will see you tomorrow with Eddie Izzard. Thank you very much, Kylie. It's been a
Bye-bye.
pleasure having you.
Thanks, Kylie. Thank you so